Hello everyone and welcome to Do Not Take This Cat Home. This is a random game I found on itchio again. Oh, it's a visual novel style game, I see. You're not having a great day, as usual. I'm not super into visual novels, but let's give this one a chance. They're not all bad. Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Typical, but maybe there's just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow, right? You turn to head home when... Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground, dampened by the rain, makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. I love cats! Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Huh. I guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Oh, that sounds so cute. So cute! And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. Yes, I have, you goddamn liar. I love cats. I have a cat. Nico, where are you? Damn, the one time Nico's not in here bugging me while I'm trying to do this. But if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord? You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyway? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? The cat doesn't answer you. Obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. Game, I know it's called Do Not Take This Cat Home, but I can't help it. I have to. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? Yes. You're all alone, and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Oh, it's amazing. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food and completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? Or is it a flurkin? The cat rubs its body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread. You're a frickin' psychopath. This is not me. This is an imposter. I would never put mayonnaise anywhere near anything going inside my body. That is a sin. Get that out of here. Turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed. Also get the turkey out of there. No. Absolutely not. Put some bacon in there. Tomato slice. Ow! You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid! You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops onto the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright. It was just a... You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. No. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. You should not be shocked for that long. It should not have enough time to clean the blood entirely off of a knife. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird, right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but this was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? I mean, I've never cut myself, especially to the point where it left a big stain of blood on the knife, but... No, I don't think my cat would do that. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. You were going to take to the shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness? How is it awkward? It's a cat! Weird or not, it's just a cat. Like, I don't think my cat would do that, but I can't imagine... I can't imagine a cat doing that. That's not, like, crazy. It's more on you for not cleaning the blood off of the knife. And just letting it do that. You freak! The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. While you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while trying to watch TV, you gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. See, now it's starting to get a little bit funky. Now you got a blood-eating predator. It's probably some kind of alien sent here to eat your brains. Well, if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now, you're not sure what you'd do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner. Untouched. Oh, come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down. You can only hope you don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and the lights just went out. Great. Just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. See, my main issue with visual novels for videos like this is that I'm having trouble finding times where I can interject with my own thoughts, because right now there's not a lot of thoughts I can really add to this. I'm kind of just reading through the experience, and like I'm trying to add when I can, but it's hard to find opportunities, and I always feel like I'm not adding enough. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. Usual routine? Is this man autistic?
Yes.
Normal people can't have routines. That's impossible. Everything is a mental disorder. You grab a flashlight and turn it on.
Whoa.
It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? Also, when you have a visual novel like this, it relies so heavily on the quality of the writing, which a lot of the time is subpar. This one seems okay at best and okay at worst. You turn to check the clock. The cat sits on top of your digital clock, staring at you. Hey, no. Don't even pretend like I'm not seeing that clock time switch to saying kill. You will not kill me. Except you're a cute cat, so I might let you. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up and going completely haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing. But its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. Don't you tell me how I feel. You have no idea. I'm not afraid. I'm entranced by the cuteness. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. No, I don't. Don't you put words in my brain. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes. Its eyes hold you still, even with your flashlight trained on it. Its pupils are large, round, inky. Oh, you skipped that text and I didn't hit the button. The flashlight flickers. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence, punctuated with a rapid pumping of blood in your heart, is overridden as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response. That's another thing. A lot of the visual novels, they tend to put too many adjectives. Like they're trying to win some kind of contest for most unnecessary added words in between the actual meat of the sentences. Like a predator, prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered. See, that one was creepy. Right into your ear. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement. Of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. See, the longer this goes on, and I don't say this to be mean, but the longer this goes on, the worse the writing feels to me. Your legs tangle together under you in your haste, and you fall to the ground. A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor, as if it had been kicked. Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what, in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt, as your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife. Dun dun dun! And still tinted red from your earlier blunder, but that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you'd left it, when you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife. It spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as a cat emerges from the shadows into the light of your doorway. It pads lightly over to the knife, as if skipping in delight. It bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you, the chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight, the sound of your shaky breaths discordant against the static now piercing your skull, the dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat, the incomprehensible sight of the stray you've taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife once again, completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood. Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather, limp down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. This voice is getting increasingly harder to do. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running because... if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then... what in the world is behind you? I'm gonna look. I want to see what's behind me. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0, it begin. That's an ending! How's that an ending? It didn't end everything. Anything. Okay, well, this is multiple ending. I'm just gonna see what happens if we don't take the cat in the first place. Walking. Yeah, going outside. We hear the cat. Cat in the box. Do not take it home. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you'd never take this thing home with you. You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. You are, with rent and bills to pay for, not to mention you need to buy food to survive too. There's no way you could take care of a cat long term, right? What? cat is cute. You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. What to do? Those question marks. You are not ready. Can't play with it? Just want a little attention, don't you? Poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. You're not sure you're much of an interesting companion, but you're willing to do your best. There's gotta be something you can entertain the little critter with. But what? Oh wow, that's actually like a whole path. I thought if you didn't take the cat, it was just gonna end with, oh, you didn't take it, you survived. So I'm going to go to the main menu, because if you want to go see the other endings, oh my god, there's 40 different endings. And did I get the worst one? There's apparently 40 different endings you can go get yourself, so if you want to, you can have fun with that. I'm not going to spoil any of the other ones. Again, it's a visual novel, not super into it myself. I get kind of tired just reading the writing over and over. The path that I took, it only gave me 2 choices for all that dialogue, and I feel like there should have been a couple more choices. I feel like, I don't know if this is a thing with all visual novels or just some of the ones that I've played on this channel so far, but I feel like a lot of them, the main problem I have is they tend to over-describe things.
Oh no, they all do that.
Yeah, like, there's a knife on the floor. I stepped on the knife, and it's like, you stepped on something sharp, and now you feel pain in your foot, and there's a weird wetness dripping down. You stepped on a knife! But it goes on longer than that, obviously, because that's an actual example from this game. Not my thing, but if you want to, you can go have fun with it. I don't know if it's bad for what it is, because again, I don't do visual novels that much, but it was okay, and the cat is cute. The cat is cute. I give the cat a 10 out of 10. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.